Buckle up, Bears family. The management is setting the offseason on fire, and are you just going to sit and watch? First, a $1 million trade for a guard with broken bones and past glories. Another medical mistake or the hero Caleb needs. Spoiler, if he fails, goodbye playoff. Second, 2 sack machines on defense. But is it worth emptying the wallet for a big name? The answer will shock you. And third, betrayal in the locker room. An effort icon, the soul of this defense, is about to escape while Ryan Poles plays shark with contracts. Will they repeat the historic mistake of letting a legacy go? This is not just football. It's a slap in the face to the fans. Subscribe. Now, hit like and find out in the next 10 minutes if the Bears are building an empire or digging their own grave. Tell me I didn't see it coming, Bears family. Did they just make a move no one expected? I bring the bombshell right now. According to ESPN, the Chicago Bears have agreed to a trade with the Los Angeles Rams for Pro Bowl guard Jonah Jackson, a 6th-round pick in 2025 in exchange for a veteran who, if healthy, could be the missing piece in that offensive line. Or are we looking at a risky bet? Let's analyze IT. First things first, who is Jonah Jackson? Many remember him from his time in Detroit, where in 2021 he made the Pro Bowl under the orders of none other than the current Bears head coach, Ben Johnson. There's the key, folks. 40 of his 51 games with the Lions were as a left guard, but then he went to Los Angeles on a mega $51 million contract, and what happened? Injury struck. Scapula fracture in week 2 of 2024, season ruined, and now the Rams are discarding him. But here comes Chicago, taking on the entire contract. $8.5 million guaranteed this year, $9 million base salary in 2025, and an unguaranteed $17 million in 2026. Is it worth it? Let me be clear. This move screams desperation, but also opportunity. The Bears allowed 68 sacks last season. 68. It's a line that looks like butter under the July sun. With the interior of the line, Nate Davis, Teven Jenkins in the air, Jackson brings experience and familiarity with Johnson's system. But beware, a player who barely tried as a center in LAN comes off a serious fracture. Do we trust him to return to Pro Bowl level? And here's the painful detail. Kansas City tagged Trey Smith, the free guard everyone expected Chicago to chase. Is Jonah Jackson the plan B or a disguised upgrade? If they're paying $17 million in 2026 for a 28-year-old with a medical history, friends, this is a Russian roulette. Now, pay attention. With this move, the Bears not only fill a critical gap, but send a message. Teven Jenkins, goodbye. His contract expires, and bringing in Jackson, a natural left guard, closes. The door. The draft? They'll keep reinforcing the line. But this gives them flexibility not to panic in April. And now, the question everyone is asking, is Jonah Jackson the piece that stabilizes this line or an expensive patch? Is it worth risking $51 million for? An injured player that Ben Johnson knows? Beware. If he returns to his 2021 level, this is a steal. If the injury slows him down, it will be another chapter in the Hollis Hall tragedy. And now I ask you, Burst Nation, do you think Jonah Jackson is the lifeline Caleb Williams needs? Or are we repeating the mistake of signing big names with medical asterisks? Do you think Ryan Poles is going to sit back after that disappointing season? No way. I've got a bombshell for you. The Bears are linked with Josh Sweat, the Super Bowl 59 hero who embarrassed the Chiefs with 8 sacks in the season and 43. In his career, do you know what this means? Imagine having 2 Sweats on the defensive line, Montez and Josh. 2 quarterback-destroying machines. Do you understand the magnitude? I'm telling you, this is mind-blowing. But wait. Is it really worth it? Because we're talking about a huge investment here, right? $42 to $43 million a year on 2 edge rushers. Yes, I know what you're thinking. But we have holes in the offensive line and at receiver. I'm wondering the same thing. Are we going to prioritize the flashy name over urgent needs? Because look, Ryan Poles has $79 million in cap space, but it's not a bottomless pit. Are they going to bet it all on Josh Sweat or look for more strategic options? Let's be clear, Chicago's defense last year was unacceptable. 40 sacks in total, but when Montez wasn't on, what happened? Nothing. The opponent ran wherever they wanted, and the sacks disappeared. Do they think they can compete in a division with Jared Goff, Jordan Love, and Kirk Cousins? Impossible. Dennis Allen needs weapons, and Josh Sweat, with his 54 quarterback pressures in 2024, sounds tempting. But is he the answer? Because in Philadelphia, after that Super Bowl, his contract is through the roof. Is it worth paying him like a star if he's only had one dominant season? And watch out, there are more options. If the Browns change their mind and release Myles Garrett, wouldn't that be a more impactful move? Or Khalil Mack, who already knows the league? Or is Ryan Poles afraid of blockbusters and playing it safe? I ask you, Bears Nation, what would you do? Sign Josh Sweat to form a historic duo with Montez, even if it means leaving other needs on the back burner. Or invest that money in strengthening the offensive line and giving Caleb Williams a real chance to shine? Jack Sanborn, the man who earned the respect of this fan base as an undrafted rookie, the same who became a symbol of effort and grit, the Bears slammed the door on him. That's right. How is it possible that a key piece of this team, a player who gave everything for the franchise, ends up like this? Here are the details. Sanborn, in his 3 seasons with the Bears, recorded 164 tackles, 14 tackles for loss, and 4.5 sacks. And now they let him go without even fighting for him. The organization didn't offer him the restricted free agent tender, which cost $3.26 million. Seriously? $3 million is too much for a linebacker who plays with his heart on his sleeve? Outrageous! Look at this tweet from Sanborn. The guy writes, "In my heart, I will always be a Bear." Did you hear that? Pure passion. While the front office plays chess with salaries, Sanborn reminds them that football is not just numbers, it's loyalty. And how do they repay him? With a kick in the rear. Now, pay attention. With the arrival of the new defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, it seems they want his type of player. And what does that mean? That a linebacker who gave his all on every snap doesn't fit his scheme? Sanborn was the soul of that defense in tough times. Or have we forgotten how he lifted the team when Edwards and Edmonds failed in coverage? And here's the problem. If the Bears don't sign a star linebacker in free agency or the draft, who fills that void? Noah Sewell has potential, but he's a project. And if Edmonds gets injured, will they trust an inexperienced role player? They're playing with fire. But let me tell you something, Bears family. This smells like a historic mistake. Remember when they let Jordan Howard or Adrian Amos go for salary adjustments? And look how that turned out. Do they really want to repeat the same story with Sanborn? I ask you fans, do you think the Bears are making a mistake by not retaining Jack Sanborn? Or do you support the decision to prioritize Dennis Allen's scheme over the heart and soul of the locker room? What's up, Bears Nation? The Chicago Bears are all in for the 2025 season, but the front office decisions have the fans divided. And today, I need your opinion. First question, is Jonah Jackson the guard Caleb Williams needs to survive in the NFL? Or are we repeating the mistake of signing players with injury histories just for the name? Defend your answer in the comments. Second question, imagine the power of having Montez Sweat and Josh Sweat. Yes, the Sweats crushing quarterbacks. Would you risk the salary on this lethal duo? Or invest every dollar in protecting Caleb Williams with an elite offensive line? Let's discuss. Third question, was it a mistake to let Jack Sanborn, the heart of the locker room, go? Or do you support the move to prioritize Dennis Allen's scheme, even if it means losing leadership? There are no easy answers here, but I want to read your theories. If you, the real experts, want the Bears to go far, this is your moment. Subscribe to the channel and let's build the most passionate NFL community together. Turn on the notifications because every like, comment, and subscription is a vote to give the fans a voice. Ready to be part of this? Family, click subscribe and take your passion to the next level. See you next time where we only talk football, no filters. Bear down.